So, yeah, Dayren, that's me by the way, makes a game studio week 8. Or, more appropriately, Dayren made a game studio week-long celebration. But not so fast. If you didn't witness this historical event, let me recap first. It is Saturday, 16th of April, 8 o'clock PM of the Greenwich time. The release of the first blockage game is mere seconds away. Like 4. And then 0. And as it happens, everything is horribly broken. About 2.5 hours later, we, and when I say we, I mean my royal scripter helper for the obstacle course shop, fixed the broken in-game shop. Then, when I finally stopped trying to upload this splendid advertisement, which kept getting rejected for some reason, the game finally launched. In a more or less functioning state. There were bugs, but fortunately we've patched most of them in a few hours after release and the rest in the days that followed. The obstacle course was published in a low-content state and not advertised as heavily as originally planned to, because we now have some more promising projects to spend ad funds on in the future. Despite that, the game got a few thousand visits, an overall 4 out of 5 approval rating, and recovered about 67% of what was spent on advertising it, which, as far as I am concerned, is alright, given the game isn't at the moment designed to make a serious profit out of players and was published playable but still broken in several aspects. So, good! The release went from the originally planned, all-in scenario to more of a prestige thing. Now we have both the studio and the game parts of a game studio, and can somewhat claim to be one. So please, welcome Blockage. We are a game studio now. Why? Because I said so. We are still full of really questionable individuals, but now are officially called a game studio instead of an asylum. Things are looking good indeed. Even with the limited advertising, we managed to surpass, for a while, known games such as Ultimate Driving, Vampire Hunters, Club Boats, or however you read it, like seriously get a normal club name, mate. And whatever the hell this gaming jewel is. Wow. But that's besides the point. The point is, we are now a loosely connected group of people working with the Roblox engine to make interactive experiences. In other words, a game studio. As loose as that collocation is within Roblox bounds. So I guess this series is obsolete now, since I pretty much made the game studio now. Don't worry though that your really great favorite youth... Basically, we have enough things to carry this game studio thing for a while, and I'll be making similar videos to these whenever something of note happens. Because it's not like I was making Dayren Makes a Game Studio each week. I mean, it was supposed to be like that, but then again, if there is any moral of this series, it is nothing ever goes precisely up to plan, and that is not necessarily a thoroughly bad thing. However, since this is still technically the end of the original series, or the first season, or whatever you'd like to call it, let me turn on the emotional piano music and tell you that this has been a long and bumpy road. Nearly 5 months of time. That's like about 70 days or something, I don't know. Well, it didn't seem that long to me, since I basically worked on the obstacle course on average just several hours in one day per week, sometimes even less. I actually think making these videos may have taken about the same amount of time as making the game. But what I am trying to say, it's been a lot of hard and tiring work, and it brought fruition. Our little blockage group grew and expanded, being able to take on bigger and more ambitious projects. We have things to offer to the world, regardless of whether the world wants them or not. We are Blockage, a group of mature and serious professionals, where decency and good manners have been adopted as our core values. And I guess we will carry on as long as our array of developers is willing. Or until I get banned permanently for some stupid inane shit I'm apparently doing more and more frequently now. We are Blockage, and on behalf of the entire group, I want to tell you this. Buy our stuff! It's good for us.